Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the still as of yet unnamed podcast with Noodle.
Yay.
Today I think we're talking movies. You want to start at the lower end and then get to the big name stuff?
Sure. What's at the lower end?
I watched the movie Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
I heard that movie was pretty shit.
I disagree, actually.
I heard it was really cool to look at.
Yeah, you gotta,
Huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first off, the title, kind of misleading. The city is not actually constructed out of 1,000 planets all smashed together, which was a wasted opportunity, in my opinion. I thought that would have been really cool.
Giga planet.
Yeah, pretty much. But, yeah. No, the city is named because in the first 5 minutes of the movie, they explain that the International Space Station we got floating around up there in the sky parts just kind of kept getting added onto as time went on. Like, more countries started sending modules up with people, and then aliens started showing up, and for once, humanity was, like, actually cool with aliens.
Yeah.
Like, they showed up and were like, hey, this is a pretty cool place guy over here. Can we come hang out? And the humans are like, fuck yeah, no, you attach that module. Let's get this party started.
Huh.
So that just over, decades and millennia, I can't remember exactly how far in the future the movie takes place. It just kept getting bigger and bigger, and it got so big that they were like, look, if this thing's now like so big, it's actually like fucking with our tides and shit. So we gotta send it off into space. So the part with the City of 1,000 Planets is literally the fact that this thing got so big that there are members of over 1,000 different species just living on this gigantic conglomerate space station.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, that was pretty cool. And the plot was nothing spectacular, really. They skirted both lines, or English. They were on both lines of the science fiction. Like, some stuff made sense, others just did not make any fucking sense. Like, the whole plot of the movie is humans were dicks, and humans are trying to cover up the fact that they were dicks, because Clive Owen basically wiped out a planet by accident. By the way, Clive Owen's in the movie, and he fucking kills it. So, like, this species of alien basically died, and the whole plot is about them trying to reestablish themselves in the galaxy, and there's two scientific things which make no fucking sense, which bug me. Like, they have these little pearls that are basically their energy source, and good old Harry Osborn, Dane DeHaan, which he did a great job in this movie, winds up getting one of these pearls from an alien portrayed by John Goodman, and he brings it on board his ship, and he's like, computer, what the fuck is this thing? And the computer's like, oh, this is an energy source. There's 20 megatons of energy in this. And if I remember my high school science classes correctly, a megaton is, equal to 1,000 tons of TNT? Or 1,000,000 tons?
I'm not sure off the top of my head.
I think it's 1,000,000 tons, because I think 1,000 tons is a kiloton. Whatever. He has the very appropriate reaction of, oh, fuck, I've been walking around with a fucking nuclear weapon in my pocket this entire time. And the other plot device, which makes no sense, are these little creatures called replicators, which basically, you feed them something and they just start shitting out copies of whatever it is you fed them. So how these little creatures make just hundreds of pearls all containing 20 megatons of energy makes it bullshit.
Pretty bonk.
Yeah, but all in all, it was a decent movie. You're right, it was very cool to look at. The special effects were great. Dane DeHaan was great. Clive Owen was great. John Goodman was great for the 5 minutes he was in the movie. It's worth a watch if you watched it like I did for free.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was pretty decent.
Yeah, I've kind of wanted to watch it, just from what I've heard. Yeah, cool to look at, but the story is nothing to write home about.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
they kind of don't make you care about the main characters at all. That's one of the big things I saw.
They do and they don't. They establish a romance early in the movie, in like the first 10 minutes, and Dane DeHaan is basically like, he's a bargain basement Han Solo, is what he is.
Yeah.
He's a guy who just roams around the galaxy doing cool shit, and he wants to marry this girl, but she's like, you've literally got like this poster wall of women that you've slept with, and I'm not cool with that. And eventually, bargain basement Han Solo, that's the character Valerian, figures out, like, I'm kind of a dick. I should try to be less of a dick. And then he figures that out at the end. She's like, good, now that you figured out you're a dick and you want to be better, we can actually go somewhere with this relationship.
Yeah.
And yeah, Clive Owen is just awesome. I want more movies where Clive Owen is a villain because he makes a great fucking villain. And what else did I watch? How am I spacing on things I literally watched last night? Fuck my life. Oh shit, War for the Planet of the Apes.
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
So fucking good.
Nice.
Andy Serkis just needs to do more computer-generated characters because he's really good at it.
Yeah.
I actually found out recently.
His field.
Yeah. I found out recently he actually made a studio specifically for that. I think it's called the Imaginarium. So whenever a movie's like, yeah, we need some, like, CGI characters for this movie, Andy Serkis is like, dude, I got the hookups. Bring him to my studio. We'll do this shit.
Yeah.
And he's in Marvel, isn't he? Andy Serkis? Doesn't he play Clow?
Yeah, he was in the new Black Panther.
Nice.
But it seemed like he was going to be the main villain, but then Michael B. Jordan.
Well, I mean, Michael B. Jordan, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
Like, I watched Creed, the Rocky spinoff. God, that movie's good.
That's one I've been meaning to watch for so long, and I just haven't done it. I need to watch it.
I have it on DVD, so the next time I come over, if you want, I will bring it so you can watch it.
I think I saw it on Hulu or something the other day, maybe Amazon Prime, but it's on one of those.
Yeah, that movie is so good. I didn't watch that this weekend. I watched it a few months ago, but I want to watch it again because I like fight movies. In my opinion, Warrior with Tom Hardy and Joel Edgerton is one of the best fight movies ever made.
Yeah, I remember that one. I think I only saw it like once, but I remember it being entertaining, at least.
Yeah.
I don't know if the movie was actually good. I don't remember it.
It was good. It was very well written. Speaking of Joel Edgerton, I watched that Will Smith movie on Netflix, Bright.
Oh, yeah, that movie's awesome.
Silly fucking movie, but yeah, that was good.
Yeah, Will Smithing again.
Yeah.
Finally. It's been a long time.
It has. The last movie I saw him in was After Earth, which was okay.
Yeah. I
didn't have the problem most people had with it, like, oh, Jaden Smith is in the movie just because Will Smith wanted him to be in the movie. I'm like, well, it's a father-son action film, and if you actually have a father-son acting team...
Yeah. Jaden Smith wasn't the problem with that movie for me. I haven't seen it in so long, though, that I couldn't tell you what it was. I just remember the movie being very meh.
Well, Will Smith didn't have a lot to do in that movie. He just kind of sat in the ship and barked orders at his son, which he did a good job doing.
Yeah.
I think they really sold the whole aspect of, like, this father and son don't actually get along all that well. Like, the kid wants to impress his dad, and his dad's just kind of a military hard-ass.
Yeah. It was... I don't know. I don't remember enough about it, other than, yeah, Will Smith got, like, hurt and was on the ship the whole time.
Yeah, I think he had, like, a broken leg or something like that.
Yeah.
There was some reason he couldn't leave the ship, so Jaden had to go do everything. Let's see, what else did I watch? Ooh, I watched The Dark Tower, that Stephen King gunslinger movie.
Yeah, I haven't heard a lot of good about that.
I liked it. I mean, it wasn't the best Stephen King movie I've ever seen, especially now that It is a thing, and it's apparently godlike.
It's really good.
Tell me a bit about it. Like, I'm assuming it follows a lot of the book and the old movie, kind of.
Yeah.
So there's really no spoiler territory we need to worry about here.
I don't know. It's a lot. I guess it's a lot like the old movie, but good. Because the old one I only like because it has that 80s nostalgia thing going for it, which I'm just a sucker for.
Yep.
But I don't know. I'd say the newer one has a bit more comedy and stuff. I don't know. It was very good.
Who was it? Was it the Stranger Things kid that played Richie?
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah.
Stutterer. I believe
No, Billy was the stutterer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Finn playing Richie, who was played by fucking Seth Green in the original one, which I was so okay with.
Yeah, I'll take Finn over him though.
Well, yeah. But anyway, The Dark Tower, if you haven't read the books, the plot doesn't make all that much sense. And I read the book like 15 years ago, so I don't actually remember most of it. But, man, Matthew McConaughey in that movie. I want more Matthew McConaughey villain movies.
Yeah.
I don't know what type of acting he was trying to do, but he was like the casual villain. Like, there's a scene where, like, he's trying to track down the kid whose name I think was Jake. And he, like, goes to Jake's house, and the parents show up, and Matthew McConaughey, as this villain, is just in the kitchen, just fucking cooking something on the stove while wearing an apron. And they were like, "Who the hell are you?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind. I made myself at home. I'm now cooking some dinner, because on my world, we don't have chicken." So, like, this evil man is just standing in these people's kitchen wearing a cooking apron, just casually cooking something, and then he just murders them horribly.
Oh.
Like, his main thing is that he's a wizard, I guess, and he can straight up Jedi mind trick people. So he was talking to two of his subordinates, like, in a dinner, and he was just like sitting there, like, eating pie or something. He's like, "Yeah, I'm going to Matthew McConaughey my way up out of here. You two go ahead and kill each other." Mm-hmm. So they start fighting, and the people in the diner start freaking out. It's like, "Hey, everybody relax. I'm Matthew McConaughey. Just enjoy the show." No, he was a really cool villain. Like, you never actually see him do anything terribly evil, like, on screen. Like, he burns the kid's mom to death and just leaves the pile of ash there for the kid to find when he shows up later. But you never actually really see him, like, do much, except when he fights Idris Elba, who was an amazing gunslinger in that movie. If you love revolvers like I do, go away. I don't want you here. Sorry, there was something on the screen. It was just really cool. And Idris Elba really sold, like, I'm the last gunslinger, and I'm just depressed, and I want revenge, and that's it. And then eventually becomes the hero at the end of the movie again.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I encourage people to check it out. Maybe read the book first. The book is kind of weird. Stephen King spent an entire paragraph on the fact that the guy the gunslinger is tracking went out of his way to, like, bury his poop so he couldn't be tracked. But that's Stephen King being Stephen King.
Why doesn't he just use a toilet?
On the world where Idris Elba and Matthew McConaughey come from, it's like post-apocalyptic, just crapsack world. So they don't have things like, indoor plumbing much anymore, despite the fact that they have extremely advanced teleporter technology. It's a weird fucking place.
Interesting.
Yeah, go watch Gunslinger if you want to see Idris Elba just shooting people to death with archaic revolvers and doing crazy things where he, like, throws bullets up in the air and then, like, catches them in the gun to reload. It's a fun action-y romp if you don't care for the plot much.
Bit of a romp, babe.
Yep. And speaking of romps, I watched Thor Ragnarok finally.
I still need to watch that too.
Holy crap, that movie is good.
Yeah.
It's sillier than a lot of the other films have been. There's a lot of really funny kind of slapsticky moments. Like, Thor is hanging out with the Hulk on basically Planet Hulk world.
Yeah.
They did a decent job of shoehorning that entire plot in there. And he's about to break out a window, so he grabs, like, a basketball or something, and he's delivering this great speech to this other character. He's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna go fight these impossible odds because," and he, like, throws the basketball out the window, and he just bounces back and hits him in the face and knocks him down. And he gets back up, and he's like, "As I was saying, that's what heroes do."
I did see the part where he was super sad about his hair getting cut.
Yeah, Stan Lee cut his hair in this movie.
Yeah.
Stan Lee being a real creeper, but it's Stan Lee's movie. He can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
And we actually got a bit of Hulk being kind of smart Hulk.
I know he talked.
Yeah.
At least once.
Yeah.
It's like Banner not here or something like that.
Yeah, he's basically been in Hulk mode for, I think, 2 years by this point at the movie. So now Hulk is just chilling on, Jeff Goldblum's Planet Hulk world, just being a gladiator. With Jeff Goldblum was awesome in this movie. I haven't seen much like this Jeff Goldblum in any Jeff Goldblum movie I've watched in recent years, up to and including Independence Day Resurgence. It's just Jeff Goldblum just being a fucking goofball, and it's great. And my favorite character, played by my favorite actor, Carl Urban, Scourge the Executioner, criminally underutilized in this movie.
Yeah.
He got his, like, this was, I think, supposed to be his, like, start of villainness. And it's basically him, like Loki took over Asgard, pretty much. Spoiler alert, Loki's alive because Loki can do whatever the fuck Loki wants.
Yeah.
And he basically got Scourge to do Idris Elba's job with the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, that's right. That's who he was.
Yeah, and then Galadriel, a.k.a. Hela, shows up and kills off a whole bunch of people, and Scourge just happened to be there mopping the floor, and she's like, "Oh, and who are you?" And he's like, I'm just a janitor." Mm-hmm. And she's like, "You want a job?" And he's like, "Yeah." "All right, come on." Yep. So he just kind of follows her around, and you can, like, a testament to Carl Urban's acting skills, despite the fact that he has very little dialogue. This entire time he's following Hela around. He's just like, I just want to be not dead. So what do I do? How do I not fuck this up?
Yeah. And
then he gets kind of a hero moment at the end, and he dies. Spoiler alert. You see him die. God, I hope he comes back. 'Cause he was a really cool character. And then Thor was Thor without hammer and hair. I think his hair might have been the real source of his power, because after he lost his hammer and got his hair cut, he was, like, kind of depowered for most of the movie because he just didn't know what the fuck to do without his hammer and his glorious mane of blonde hair.
And did he get a hammer back?
No. Not in this movie. I think they're going to make him a new one because they do that all the fucking time in the comics. There's like 4 different versions of Thor running around. And also Doctor Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, being in the movie was also fun.
Yeah, I've watched that scene.
I
liked
liked
it.
It.
Teleporting Thor all over the place.
Yeah, and giving him an infinite mug of beer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want them to bring in more of the... I think it's literally called the Thor Corps.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's Alien Thor, which is pretty cool. And then there's, like, random, just average Joe Thor, who in the comics, I think... There was a battle going on, Thor got knocked out, he let go of his hammer, and this guy was just like, fuck, if nobody does anything, all these people are gonna die. And then he just picks up Thor's hammer and goes to work. And then eventually Odin's like, "You're pretty fucking cool. I'm gonna make you your own personal Mjolnir." And the guy's like, "Alright, cool."
And there's Horse Thor.
Oh, that you might be talking about Alien Thor, the guy with the snout.
Yeah, he's like a horse.
He's not actually a horse, he's an alien.
I know,
but yeah, Beta Ray Bill. He's also pretty awesome. That guy deserves his own movie. He's literally an alien who was genetically built to safeguard his people as they wandered across the cosmos, because I think Galactus ate their planet, as Galactus is known to do. And then he actually, like, even without Thor powers, basically goes one-on-one with Thor, and it ends in a draw. And then Odin's like, "You're pretty cool. I'm going to make you your own personal Mjolnir." As Odin is known to do, apparently.
Yeah.
Alright, I think... I did mention War for the Planet of the Apes. Go watch that one. It's great. Woody Harrelson, awesome. Woody Harrelson should be in every movie ever. But I guess now, once I find more of these, it's time for us to get to the big movie that we've been skirting around this entire time. Black Panther. I haven't seen it.
Black Panther.
But I've watched a few spoiler-free reviews, and judging from the trailers, I don't know. Do you think there's any major spoilers in here? Because from what I can tell, it's Michael B. Jordan wants to take over Wakanda, and Bilbo Baggins and Black Panther have to stop him.
Yeah. He's also extremely racist the whole time.
Which one?
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, okay.
Because he wants to take over Wakanda and, like, the world, basically. He wants to, like, ship stuff out for weapons or something like that. And that's bad. But, no, what was he doing? I don't know. He was being a douchebag. And then Black Panther was just like, "Hey, no, I'm the king, and we should, like, white people aren't so bad. So it's nice that the hero was at least like, hey, maybe, white people aren't that bad, man.
Yeah.
Because, like, Michael B. Jordan, when you first see him, he's in a museum, and he's just correcting this lady on all these black artifacts that she stole from the black man. And it's just like, okay, let's relax a little bit.
So essentially, like, Michael B. Jordan is, I guess, Africans from, like, many, many moons ago when the white man was still actually being a dick and enslaving them. And I guess he just never really got past that.
Yeah, I guess. He's really, like, gangster. He's a thug, it seems. He acts that way. But, yeah, there's stuff. But really, the main one is the one that you see in the trailer where he's flipping around on the cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's not... I don't know. I don't feel like the movie was aimed at me. So, it was... I didn't think it was one of the better Marvel movies, in my opinion. Which, automatically means I'm racist, according to the internet. But
yeah, there seems to be two sides to this coin, because a lot of the reviewers I watched, a lot of them were like, yes, it's very bashing on white people, which, personally, I'm fine with. I really don't care about that kind of thing.
Yeah, I don't care that much. It was kind of uncomfortable at some points.
Yeah. I can't remember who it was, but one of the reviewers I watched who was of African American descent. What the fuck is that?
It's that guy's fucking giant truck.
Oh.
So that you know that his dick is really big.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. One of the guys said, like, the cast of Black Panther was predominantly African American, which is as it should be, because
I don't care about that.
It takes place, a lot. I mean, they're from Wakanda, which is an African nation, so they're going to be predominantly black. And, like, I think his exact words were, this movie alone almost balanced out all the rest of them, because all the rest of the Marvel Cinematic Universe movies feature white heroes and white protagonists.
Mostly, yeah.
Like Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, Spider-Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, Ant-Man.
Yeah. I mean, but these are characters that were made forever ago by a white man.
Yeah.
So, a black man's probably more likely to make a black superhero if he's writing it.
Right.
Same with a white guy.
Yeah.
But
yeah, apparently it brought, like, a bunch of cool characters of African American descent to the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because Black Panther is a predominantly black comic. So I'm trying to say all this without sounding racist, but, they're from Africa, so naturally they're going to be Africans.
Yeah.
And, like, apparently, like, all the characters got, like, a really cool scene at some point. Like, Black Panther's sister, or Michael B. Jordan's sister, is basically, like, the Wakandan Tony Stark.
Yeah, she was really cool.
And, like, I think his bodyguard, who... I don't know if they're correct in this, but they said she was portrayed by Michonne from The Walking Dead.
No?
No? Oh.
I don't think so.
I don't know. They might have just made the comparison between those two characters, because she's apparently a badass and was, like, throwing spears everywhere and killing people with bladed weapons and stuff.
Yeah. Similar, but that wasn't the same actor.
No? Okay. And, anyway, that coin I mentioned, the one side was like, this movie is almost too African American, which makes no sense because they're from Africa. Get over it.
Yeah.
And then the other side of that, which I agree with, is a lot of people have been saying, like, seeing this very African American centric movie has actually kind of, in a weird way, almost put them in touch with their heritage again, or something like that. Like, seeing...
I think they're overreacting because they went home and Googled African culture. I mean, I don't know.
Well, like, the one reviewer who I trust not to fuck around with me on things like this, Heavenly Controller, the thick guy.
Yeah.
Actually majored a lot in African studies, and apparently he was very pleased with the movie. And this is a man who is well known for saying exactly what the fuck is on his mind.
Yeah.
So I trust him to not be, like, bullshitting me on this one. And if that is the case, because again, I haven't seen the movie, and also I'm not African American, like, seeing a movie like that and feeling that, I guess, cultural pull is a very cool thing. Like, you would never know it from looking at me, but I am part Cherokee. Like, enough so that it made my adoption process kind of complicated. Like, that's a story for another time, but...
Yeah.
I felt that same kind of thing when I watched that movie Pathfinder, which also stars Carl Urban. So automatically I like this movie, but like, he was a white man. He was descended from Vikings who was living among the Native American peoples, and he became the best there. He wanted to be the very best, like no one ever was. But he didn't get that because he like oh, I have Viking superpowers. No, he just trained a lot, and he had the drive that he wanted to be the best Pathfinder, which eventually he was. But they never did like the overblown thing like, oh, we're Native Americans, so we're special. No, it's just people in their culture. And it was a Hollywood movie, so some things were exaggerated, but it felt really cool watching that, because it was like, somewhere buried deep within my genetic code, that culture is a part of who I am, and it felt very cool to see it portrayed in such a cool way. So I can see how people of African descent could see this movie and be like, yeah, this is part of me. This is my culture somewhere. And it felt really... It's cool that it makes people interested in who they might be, even if they've never been to Wakanda, which is not a real place at all, but...
What?
No, Wakanda's fake, man. It's just not a real place.
Where did they film the movie then?
You know what? I'm going to say they found Dewey and went to Uganda.
Andy, you can fuck off.
So that actually raises a good question. Does Black Panther know Dewey?
Yeah, I think he does.
Good. Everybody should know Dewey. That's one of my favorite memes now, and I don't think I'm ever going to let it die.
Yeah.
Like, I might be mildly racist for doing that, but it's
not racist. People need to get over it. It's just doing a silly accent. That's not racist.
Also, speaking of Dewey, I watched that Oni video where he was, Beef Man?
Oh my god. It's so out of control.
What are you doing? I'm just beefing around.
He's just staring in the mirror at the very beginning. It's just like focuses in on his face.
He's just sitting there washing his hands in the bathroom. God, no, that was funny. You need to go watch Oni as Beef Guy.
Beef Boy, I think.
Beef Boy. Because, God, it was silly. So fucking silly.
It was in VR chat.
Yeah.
That thing. I don't know if he made it. I don't know how that thing works with the sprites, but yeah, just this skinless, horrifying thing that he was.
Then there was that girl who was like walking around as Sailor Moon, and he's like, "Yeah, it's nice to meet you." And he like grabs her head, with his creepy beef hands. We need a VR chat movie. That would be funny. Just get all the YouTube people together and just go bonkers in VR chat.
But yeah, all in all, it wasn't a terrible movie, Black Panther. But it wasn't, I don't know. I just personally wasn't a huge fan of it. All the action scenes and stuff were awesome in it, because of course they were.
Yeah.
But yeah, just overall.
Should Will Smith have been in it?
Yeah, Will Smith should have been Black Panther. Why was he Deadshot? Should have made Will Smith Black Panther.
I liked Will Smith as Deadshot. There's no fucking reason why they can't make him... Well, I mean, I guess Black Panther's already established. But if Don Cheadle ever gets tired of playing War Machine, I highly recommend Will Smith.
I definitely... I really like the actor they got for Black Panther.
Yeah.
He's real good. He was at... this last weekend was the All-Star game.
Oh, yeah?
And stuff, so there was this... For basketball, so there was the slam dunk contest, and he was there, and he gave a guy, one of the dunkers... I don't even know, because no big names do it anymore. But he stood up and gave one of the guys a Black Panther mask. Victor Oladipo, that's who it was.
Nice.
And he went and did a dunk with that on. And it was like, that was really gimmicky, but kind of cool, I guess.
Yeah. Speaking of sports, did you watch any of the Winter Olympics?
No.
No?
I don't give a shit.
I'm not gonna lie, I did. I watched snowboarding.
Yeah. Didn't Shaun White do a thing?
Yeah, he won his third gold medal, which makes me happy because I didn't get to watch the finals because I was working, but I watched the qualifying matches, and damn, dude, like, seeing them now as opposed to, like, 10 years ago when doing, like, a 360 or a 720 was a huge thing.
Yeah.
And they were, like, breaking out, like, 470-degree spins. It was nuts. And
I did see the Shaun White, it might have been his last run or something, his last whatever you call it. And, yeah, it was pretty nuts.
yeah,
The dude's insane. How old is he now?
31 years old.
Yeah, still doing it.
Yeah, he's, like, I think he was the second oldest person in that competition. I think there was a guy who was, like, maybe a year older or something like that. But, yeah, no, the qualifiers were nuts. Like, you're not supposed to bust out your A game for the qualifiers or for some reason or another. Like,
You don't want to, like, make the judges, like, think this is normal.
Yeah.
Like, so you don't want to do your best shit first.
Yeah.
Probably.
And they were scoring everything on, like, a degree of, like, 1 to 100 and, like, averaging scores or so. I don't understand how they do it, but this young Japanese guy, I think his name was Ayumu Hirano or something like that, like, just blew everybody else out of the water on his second qualifying run. And he got, like, a 93.5, which is, like, insane for a qualifier.
Yeah.
And then Shaun White saw that and was like, all right, let me show these damn kids what's up. And he scores, like, a 98 on a qualifying run. And it's like, dude, how fucking good do you have to be to just be like, nah, bro. Yep, I win.
Really good.
Yeah.
Like him.
Yeah, it was really cool. It made me kind of want to watch the more Winter Olympics, but snowboarding was really the only thing I cared about.
Yeah.
Like, sometimes I will watch curling because there's a lot more to it than most people know, but at the same time, it's like, you're kind of just sliding a weight across ice, and it's not that entertaining.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, and the skiing stuff was actually pretty cool when they were hitting like 60, 70 miles an hour going downhill on around like 90-degree turns or something like that.
When they do the big jump, they do the big jump and go down the hill.
Yeah.
That's nuts, because those guys just start flying. Like,
Yeah.
they get to a point where the wind is actually, like, carrying them. It's like, that's terrifying. But cool to watch.
Yeah. Capcom snowboarding starring Leon Kennedy, Claire Redfield, and Cop Zombie.
Yeah.
When we were just gonna go flying off the edge of the canyon and helicopter our way down to a horrible crash.
Yeah, we were never too great at those.
Man, I wish that game was on the PlayStation Store. I'd get it for PS3, but it's not.
Sad day.
Yeah. So, video games. I finished Dragon Ball FighterZ story mode.
Yeah. I'll get one of those.
Yeah. 90% of that story should not have happened. The story's nonsense. I mean, as much as Dragon Ball is, like, always nonsense.
Yeah.
But, like, the whole explaining the tag mechanic by soul hopping, you could just toss that shit out.
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
Yeah, it was longer than it needed to be, but at the same time, I can see why they did it, because in story mode, they encourage you to constantly be changing up your team, because you only get X amount of health back after a match if you're, like, on the fighting team, and when you trade out, that character gets more health back. So they're constantly encouraging you to, like, switch up your characters, try new combinations and all that, and all the characters get silly little pre-fight gimmicks depending on your team. Like, my favorite one was the Ginyu Force and Gotenks arguing about what a cool pose is. That was great, and, like, the conversation between adult Gohan and Nappa was also really good, because Gohan obviously hates Nappa for, obvious reasons. He beat the crap out of him as a, like, 4-year-old child.
Yeah.
And Gohan's like, look, man, we don't like each other. You're never going to like me. I fucking hate you, but we got to focus on, the real fucking problem here. And Nappa's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm Nappa. I'm the best. I'll beat the crap out of you right now, kid. Yeah, no, all that stuff was cool, but that story could have been a lot shorter. It took me, like, 6 hours to get through the story mode, and there's no real other game there. It's just get a team, fight other people, rinse, repeat.
Yeah.
Go. And I can see people being upset about that. Come on. Because Android 21, you have to unlock her by completing the story mode, which is like 6 fucking hours long, with no real gameplay variance.
Yeah.
And it's like people...
It seemed really repetitive.
Yeah.
Like fun. It's fun, but definitely repetitive.
So people who just, like, those lame Call of Duty players who just get the game for the multiplayer mode and never even touch the campaign, they can't use Android 21 until they complete the story mode. So that would upset them. And despite the fact that I don't like that particular crowd, because, look, say what you want about Call of Duty, at least the Black Ops series had really good story mode to it. And you're missing out on that entire bit of the game if you're just buying the game just to jump straight into multiplayer.
Yeah, a lot of Halo players do that too.
And, I mean, I guess say what you want about Halo's story, but I think Halo's story's good.
It, up until this most recent one, yeah. Like,
I even liked the most recent one.
I didn't. It made it seem, I don't know. It was like false advertisement. Like, Locke and Chief fought once, and that was it. Also, only 3 Master Chief levels, and they make you play as Locke the whole time. And in all the other levels.
Yeah.
And it's like, why? You just get to follow, like, the devastation Chief is leaving behind. And it's like, I would rather be doing that than playing as this broke-ass Spartan.
I don't know. I personally liked playing as Locke, but, you know, I watched Halo Nightfall before I played the game, so I can see, like, playing the game itself, if you haven't seen Nightfall, you don't really get any explanation as to who Locke is as a character and why he's doing things the way he's doing them. So the average person who hasn't watched Halo Nightfall, yeah, they'd be like, who is this guy? Why the hell should I care about him? I mean, I know he's hanging out with, you know, Captain Maul from Firefly, but who are these people? Why did he do this bonehead move where he should have just left but didn't? That's all explained in the movie, like that horrible experience he went through where he had to, like, most of his team died and he had to, like, choose who was going to get left behind on a piece of Halo that was just going to be exploded or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of character establishment, it's just not in the fucking game.
Yeah, it's not like there's any real gameplay difference between him and Chief. It's just, you know, it's Halo.
Yeah, I think they were going for, like, the mystery factor for Chief. Like, you know, why is he doing all this? Why did he go rogue, and why is he doing all this crazy shit? I mean, that's understandable.
Well, that's already explained. It's because of Cortana.
Yeah. And, like, if you've played the other games, you know that. Chief, you know, I guess, wants to cyberbone Cortana or something like that, so he's gonna go try to rescue her.
Yeah, she's his friend.
Yeah, there's no mystery there, unless you've only played Halo 5.
I don't know. I didn't really... I mean, it feels un-Halo-ish for the main series, at least, if you don't have Cortana.
Yeah.
But the story in Halo 4 I thought was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Like, really made you care about the characters and everything. And then they just brought her back. It's like, oh, okay, so she's not dead. All right.
She's evil now.
So none of that shit that happened in Halo 4 matters. Like... Yeah,
that's more out-of-game character development. Like, if you need to read the books... Because in the books explain, like, you know, smart AIs like Cortana eventually break down after 7 years.
Well, they talk about that in the game.
Yeah, just not much. Not enough to sell the normal person on why this is important. Like, I get it, so I'm cool with it, but, you know, people who have real lives and don't have time to read the fucking books, they're gonna be like, why is she evil now? What is she doing?
Yeah.
She's corrupt. Just give us Halo 6 already, god damn it. And let us play as Chief again.
Take away freaking microtransactions.
Yeah, that too. I mean, that didn't really matter for the campaign, which is, like, the only part of it I played. And also bring back Firefight mode, because that's the only other mode I actually played.
Yeah, they brought back Firefight, but it's not Firefight.
It's Destiny Light, is what it is. Go to this place, kill these things. Alright, good. Now go to this place, kill more things. Get loot.
Yep.
Fucking microtransactions.
Yeah, I hate that they did that and the way they did it. Like, commendations don't unlock gear for you anymore.
That's like
you just have to buy those packs and hope you get what you want.
That's the main reason I played as much Firefight as I did in Reach, because I wanted more armor sets. I wanted to Fashion Souls that shit.
Plus, Firefight was just awesome.
Yeah.
It was fun. Like, I remember me and Zay would sit there for hours. We'd just put on Gruntpocalypse and just sit there and pop heads all day. Which, that's probably how I got so good at the game, was just doing that, jumping around and aiming for heads. So it was, you know, good training, kind of.
Yeah, for fucking SWAT mode, which I hate.
Mm-hmm. Love me some SWAT.
Yeah, SWAT's just, it's not for me. I don't have those twitch reflexes to be good at it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to take the time to be good at it because I have other games to play like Dragon Ball FighterZ and Monster Hunter. God, I'm getting so mad at Monster Hunter.
That's what those games do to you.
Like, the armor set that I want, you can't, there's a part you can't even get from monsters. You have to send out your little cat dudes to go basically on their own mini quest, and maybe they'll bring back the part you need. Yeah. Maybe. It's like, I've got to be getting close to the end of that game. I've already killed one of the Elder Dragons, and I think there's like 4 more, and my gear just isn't quite good enough yet. I need just that little bit more defense. So I'm like, yeah, this armor set. What's this thing? What is this sinister cloth that I need? And then I go look it up. It's like, oh yeah, no, you got to send out safaris. And I'm like, great, it's
cool.
More RNG bullshit. Just give me the armor so I can complete the game, please.
Yeah, those games, I always get really into them when they come out, and I'm really into them for a while, and then I just get really annoyed with them and quit playing.
I want to see how the story ends. I want to kill the rest of the Elder Dragons. Like, I know there's after story shit that you can do, like tempered stuff or what. I don't care about that. I want to see how the story ends. Just give me that.
Yeah.
God.
I just got past the level I was stuck on in Hyrule Warriors.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's fairly early on in the game, but you have to fight this boss at the very end called, like, is this Man Crusher or Man Killer or something like that. It's a big plant. It was a boss in one of the Zelda games, but he's awful, and he teleports, and your main base is being taken over after he teleports, so you have to kill him so fast, and I eventually got down what you had to do, which is use this one character who, when you use her super, if the 3 other characters are near you, like everyone's supers, and it has the power of that, and you gotta do that. You pretty much just have to use her for the boss fight, which she's not very fun to play, so that kind of sucked, but because really all you want to do is hop around with Sheik, because that's amazing. Sheik and Linkle are just the best. Well, my favorites so far that I have unlocked. Because Linkle's just freaking the demon hunter from Diablo.
Nice.
Got 2 crossbows and just goes nuts with them.
I need to get back into the Warrior series. I think Dynasty Warriors 9 just came out or something like that.
Did it?
I think so. I don't know. I went back a few months ago and played Samurai Warriors 4 again. Those games, man, they're not bad. They're not bad. They're so much fun. Just beating to death a gigantic man in heavy armor with a guitar is just one of the greatest feelings in the world. Just hit that power chord and watch a million people around you just die. God, they're good. I love those games. I need to finish my playthrough of story mode for that game, which I haven't done since I started my YouTube channel.
Yeah, I've been doing Hyrule Warriors and then a lot of Animal Crossing because I love them.
Yeah.
Great games.
I need to finish Stardew Valley.
Yeah, I want to play. I have Stardew Valley, but I don't really play it ever because I have it on computer, and it's just, I normally want to be watching something while I play a video game.
Yeah.
Have some sort of thing on in the background, and that kind of makes it not possible.
Yeah, just playing Stardew Valley by itself is a hard thing to do, which is why I watch Netflix while I'm playing it.
Yeah. I normally watch some sort of YouTube. It's normally so many things that are updated every day. More videos and more videos. And then I do what I did last night and go rewatch Max Mofo's vlog in Japan, where he's just getting all this cool shit, and I'm jealous.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of the game theorists recently.
Yeah.
I'm a bit hooked on those. I've been watching their Let's Play of Doki Doki Literature Club.
Mm-hmm.
That game, man, I played it. Bonkers. So weird, but so goddamn good.
Yeah, Achievement Hunter just did... Friday was their 299th Minecraft episode.
Damn.
So next one's 300. That's a lot of Minecraft.
How is it still going?
They do different stuff. Like, they make games within the game.
Nice.
Or, like, what they've been doing, it's this mod called Sky Factory that I really want to try, where you start off with, like, one block and one tree, and then you just build out from there. And there's all this crazy stuff you can do with it. There's, like, blood magic, and just gets ridiculous. Adds extra, like, bosses and stuff like that. But looks really cool. I just don't... They don't have mods for Minecraft on the the Xbox One yet. So
Yeah.
I wish they did, because I'd like to play that. And I don't think my computer can even handle fucking Minecraft at this point, because it's such a piece of junk.
Yeah, my last experience with Minecraft, I accidentally burned down the forest moon of Endor.
Yeah.
Then I stopped playing. I was trying to make, I think it's called a garbage disposal, like a little one block of lava that you can just toss shit you don't need into it and it gets burned. I forgot to put the block under the lava, and it was in a tree house, so I put the block.
Wasn't that in one of my worlds?
No, that was when I was playing with Ulrich and Drengar.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna build a tree house, and I built like a tree mansion, and I'm like, I gotta get rid of some of this shit, garbage disposal. Oh fuck! I set my tree on fire, and the tree next to it. And the tree next to that one, oh shit, nope, this forest is done, I'm out.
Yeah, I just can't. I don't know. That's why I want to play Sky Factory, is because I've played so much normal Minecraft, and I hate playing in creative mode. I like to actually do my own shit.
Yeah.
But, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, whatever, when we were living at the other place, and like me and Kenny and Stews and Chris would all be on a world and just build these massive things, and it was a blast, but we did it so much. We spent so many hours. It was like every single night when I came home, everybody was over, and everybody was playing Minecraft, and I'd hop on it, and we'd play for fucking hours, and we did that for months on end. And so it's just kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of burnt out on it forever, it seems like.
Yeah, after the treehouse fiasco, and then the 3 days I spent very lovingly recreating the first level from Doom, I'm just like, I'm done. I can't anymore.
Yeah. I did go back, because I noticed they had an Adventure Time skin pack.
Nice.
And, like, that adds new music and stuff, too, and so I messed around in that for a while, and then I fell in lava and was like, fuck this.
Yeah, my stuff's gone.
I just lost 12 diamonds, all of my iron, because it was, like, my first foray down into the mines, and I was down there for, like, 3 hours and then fell in lava.
Yeah.
Because I'm an idiot, and I didn't go back up.
There's this one time I basically strip mined the world. Like, I just made a gigantic pit where I dug out everything, and I got, like, 1 diamond out of it, because I dug to the fucking bottom of the world and just, like, worked my way back up again. And I'm just like, this is all I got out of this? This is horse shit.
God, just talking about it makes me want to play it, but I know I don't want to
But then you understand the nightmare that you're getting yourself back into if you do.
Plus, I'm not very good at, like, I don't know, at making shit. Like, I can make stuff just fine. I'm just not creative enough. I always mess it up. It's always imperfect. And then I'm just frustrated with it, and I build a normal house. So
Yeah. Just dig yourself a little pit and stick a door on it and call it good.
I normally go a bit further than that, but yeah, kind of. Normally, in the first part of the game, that's what I do for the first while. I'm just living in a hut. Just a dirt hut. Yeah,
that's pretty much my experience with Terraria, which is also a great game. And I got I have gotten really far into it, but I guess there's a level of things that I just don't understand. Like, you can build, like, water pumps and energy generators to power machines, and it's like, I don't want to have, like, 15 pages of the Terraria wiki open and have to sort through all of them to understand how to just get this one thing that I need to go fight the fucking brain of Cthulhu or something like that.
Yeah. I have the other one. The one that apparently isn't as good. I didn't play it all that much. It was made by the same people.
Is it the sci-fi one?
Yeah.
Shit. I know the one you're talking about. I can't remember what it's called.
Yeah, everyone seems to say that it wasn't that good. Which, what I played of it, it just seemed like Terraria, but I'm sure...
Yeah.
I'm sure I'm missing a whole bunch, because I never got really into either of those games.
Yeah, I have the early access version on Steam, which...
Starbound,
that's it. Yeah, I got the early access version, and there wasn't a lot to it at that point. I understand there's a lot more to it now, but I just don't feel like... If I'm going to play a pointless time-wasting game like that, I'm probably just going to go play No Man's Sky again.
Yeah.
Which has also gotten a lot better, and I highly recommend it to everybody.
Can you build now?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes, you can. And they don't lock you down to one planet anymore. Like, when you establish a base, your base is on that planet until you break it down, in which case I think you get like 80% of the shit you spent building the base back, and then you go rebuild it somewhere else. But that's a lot of fucking work, and my base is on a planet I really like, which doesn't make any sense, because it's a fucking death planet. You go outside and you're gonna die of heat exposure in like 5 fucking minutes, and I just want to be the baddest who, like, yes, this is my domain, I settled here because I'm the only one who can. But they added in a teleport function, so you can build your base, leave it there, and then fuck off 27 systems away, and all you need to do to get back is, like, go to a space station and activate the teleport matrix, and it just takes you right back to your base, and then you can do it again and go back to the place you left off, and then continue fucking off toward the center of the galaxy again. And, like, I do kind of want to move my base, despite the fact that I like where it is, but I'm not going to, because I have a, like, fucking Middle-earth spire that's just completely dedicated to this one type of plant that produces this item that sells for a high price. So I just, like, go there, harvest all the shit, go off, sell it, fuck off, go find a new planet, be like, oh, well, it's been, 15 real-world minutes, so my shit should be regrown. So I just go back to my base, harvest it all over again, and I'm a rich motherfucker because of that.
Nice.
I've got my own, like, fucking freighter, which is like the ship the size of a goddamn Star Destroyer that you can just summon wherever you want. So I can be like, oh no, I'm getting attacked by space pirates. Hey, ship, get in here and fuck their shit. It's a cool game. It was shit when it came out, I'll admit it, even though I liked the aspect of just wandering around a galaxy of 18 quintillion planets, or however the fuck many worlds they have.
Isn't there actually like 4?
No.
It's like 4 different kinds.
Yes and no. They have the whole procedurally generated thing, so
yeah.
No planet's the same. But yeah, you get like rainforest planets and desert planets and water planets and whatever else, and it just gets populated by other weird random shit.
Yeah.
It's a cool game though. I love it. That's what I do when I just don't want to do anything else and just like want to watch Netflix, but I don't want to just sit there doing nothing. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just fuck around in the galaxy, because why not?
Yeah.
Cool game. Go buy it. It's really good now.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna stick with Animal Crossing, Andy.
I mean, that's fair.
I can spend hours on that fucking game.
Yeah.
I normally spend like an hour and a half every night until I've done everything, and if I'm really enjoying myself, I might go into the system settings and set it a day forward so that I can do all the stuff again. Get more, fossils and shit like that.
Yeah.
Harvest my nanners. Because once you get different fruit in that game, you can sell it at a high price. So I've got a shitload of bananas along my beach. I started with oranges, so those aren't worth dick. But I've got some mangoes, too. You can just get them from the island in the game. There's a bunch more stuff in this one than in like the GameCube one.
Yeah, I think I played one on your DS a long time ago.
Probably. I had there was an Animal Crossing that came out for the DS a long time ago.
I remember old Dilly Bear basically breaking down in tears because he reset his game, and Rossetti was like, "I said no resetting. Write me a goddamn apology letter." And
yeah, no, that was me. Well, it may have also been Dylan, but because he was like, "Yeah, say you're sorry" or something, and I would type like, "I'm sorry," and he wouldn't accept that.
Yeah.
You had to get the phrasing perfect, and it was just like, what the fuck do I do? I think eventually I just turned it off again. When I came back, it was something different, so I didn't have to write him that.
Yeah, and I think Dylan might have been playing on your DS or something like. I don't know, but I just remember him. It was in your old room, and he was like sitting there, like with the DS, like rocking back and forth. He's like, "I'm sorry, Rossetti. I'm sorry. Just let me play the game again." I said no resetting.
Actually forgot to save the other night, but Rossetti didn't show up. I think it was because it was a first-time offense.
Ah, okay.
So the lady was just like, "Hey, by the way, you didn't save last time. Make sure you do that."
Or else Rossetti's gonna come up and fuck your shit. And then he'll invade your fucking Super Smash Brothers game in the form of a trophy ball or something and just get in your grill and be like, "I said no resetting!"
I got, in my house in this new one, I have a little figure of Rossetti.
You know, Rossetti always kind of reminded me of Bob Bird for some reason.
Yeah.
I could see good old Bobbert yelling, "I said no resetting! You're scum!"
Oh, Bird.
Good old bird's eye view. Makes me wish I had a radio in my truck so I could listen to him.
Yeah, I don't. I don't need to listen to him.
Like, you don't need to, but I want to.
He's an entertaining fellow. He's
Yeah.
got quite the big personality.
Yeah. What? He was in a play a long time ago. I think it was Brigadoon. And he had his
Wasn't a play.
ridiculous, overblown Scottish accent. I can't remember if it was Scottish or Irish. Whatever. It was
Same thing.
fucking funny, man. That's the only reason I went to see that play. It's like, yeah, it's this story about, star-crossed lovers trapped in time. And I look at the program like, Bob Bird's in this. That's why I'm here. Oh, dear lad. Your heartbreak was so loud that it woke me up.
Okay. Well.
Time for some Sanic.
Yeah, I guess.
Time to find a way.
No.
Knuckles does not know the way.
No.
Do you know the way? Baboon, do you know the way?
Baboon don't know shit.
He doesn't know shit. Yeah, we're going to go play some Sonic now, so thank you for listening to the unnamed Jack and Noodle Podcast, and we will see you next time.
Yep.
Find a way.